So we find ourselves here again, back on live video. I'm glad that you're here. Now I'm hoping that you're going to stick around for this one because right now you are the replay viewers. You are catching this on the replay. So my hope for you is that you've got some time to stick around and enjoy the ride. We're going to be diving into everything to do with different apps that you can be using to enhance your video experience. Mostly talking about different artificial intelligence apps, different captioning apps, different things that you could be doing with your video. And with that said, now we've got some live viewers popping on. So hello to everybody that is popping on live. I'm going to pull up my chat widget here. So if you do have anything that you want to say in the chat, throw it in there. Make me laugh for extra bonus points. I am Amanda Robinson. I am the Digital Gal. This is the Video Marketing Show. Today, we're diving into everything that you need to, well, not everything, sorry. This is like a programmed like response from a live streamer perspective. Today, we're going to talk about everything to do with blah, blah, blah. No, stop. Today, we're going to be looking at a few different apps and a few different tools that I have. Some I have a lot of experience with, some I have a little experience with, and I would also love to hear your feedback. So much like on last week's show, where we were talking about all sorts of different video marketing tech. So we were looking at different tripods and different lights and different cameras, things of that nature. And I wanted to know what you were using. That's what I want to talk about this week. So all the things that you're using as well. And we have Justin is just in time. You don't have to catch the replay. You're here live. And can you please let me know, Justin, have the stickers arrived? Have the stickers arrived yet? Oh, hey guys, it's good to see you. Hi, Artist Gamer 14. Artist Gamer, let me know your name and then I will learn your name, much like Justin, who is here. Justin is a regular on the show. It's great. You did? You did get them? Yes! Sorry, I might be a little over extra excited about that. But of all the people, you tune in every single week live. You're here all the time. And I wanted to make sure you got yours. So for those of you that are just new at this, you know what? I'm going to run with this. Artist Gamer 14. You got it. From now on, even if you do throw another name in there, you are always going to be Artist Gamer 14 to me. I appreciate that. So those of you who are new here, I guess, these are Digital Gal stickers. Oops. They're just kind of fun. I've got little holographic ones too, but it's just a fun little thing that my BF, my Bob friend, aka bot friend, will send out to you. So how do you get those stickers? If you head over to the Digital Gals Facebook page, because I'm using Restream right now to stream this, multi-stream this into multiple different locations. And that's where we have Artist Gamer 14. We've got Bellamy just popping in. We've got all these folks popping in over on the YouTube side. But if you head over to facebook.com/thedigitalgal and type the word outstanding on commenting on any of the posts over there, then you'll wake up Bob the bot friend. Bob the bot friend will ask you if you want to enter your address to get a sticker. So apparently it took over 5 weeks for it to get to Justin, who's across the pond from me. I'm sitting in beautiful Victoria, British Columbia. We have had amazing weather here. I've been getting outside a lot more instead of being stuck inside. And I would love to hear where you guys are tuning in from. So this is wonderful. All right. So what are we I almost forgot the customary opener. All right, so I'm going to throw the opening roll. Then we're going to start geeking out together on some different tools that you can be using to complement your videos. So let's dig in. So I'm going to head over to my graphics because I love using this in Restream. I'm going to pull that logo down. I'm going to run this, and we're going to get, as I always say, get this party started. And there you have it. Short, sweet, and to the point. If you want to know more about live streaming and how that impacts your metrics on things like running a little pre-roll, or if you're running a countdown timer before you start the show, or different levels of content to keep people engaged, I've got a lot of episodes of this show that have now kind of accumulated. You can head over to the Digital Gal's Facebook page, facebook.com/thedigitalgal, and you can find a whole bunch of these episodes where we geek out hard on everything to do with video marketing. So that's right over there. These shows are sponsored by Restream. Okay, so heading back over into the comments here. And we've got Felicia is from Phoenix, Arizona. Felicia's hanging out with us over on Facebook. It's good to see you. Phoenix, Arizona. You know what? I've been through there. I've been through there a couple times, road trip my way through there. And my biggest regret is that I didn't get photos with me beside giant cactuses or cacti. Is it cactuses? Cacti? Somebody correct me, please. And then Justin is saying, guess you sent out some more stickers. They haven't actually hit the mail yet. I said last week I was going to send you another pack. And Justin is also saying no to countdown timers. I'm personally not a fan, but it works for some people. It doesn't work for others. But if you want to, we like to talk about metrics and numbers and how these numbers impact your live viewership and when people are paying attention versus when they drop off. And countdown timers have been a no-go for me for those reasons. And we have Sharda Jones coming in from Terra Augusta, Georgia. That's awesome. I like that we have people from all around the world popping in here. And yeah, me either. Don't like countdown timers. All right, so we've got like a consensus among this group of people that countdown timers are like no go. And that's why I keep my little opening roll super short, sweet, and to the point, and I don't do it right at the beginning of the show. I let a couple minutes roll, then I throw it in, and then we carry on. Mark is watching from Cape Town. Oh, wow. We have people all over the place. And then Felicia saying that Felicia plays the intro video as we go live instead of the countdown timer. Also another good tactic. And then we have Sue Deering. Sir, as in like from Sir. This is cool. I love seeing everybody pop in. All right. So let's geek out a little bit. I've got a few things teed up for you. I have some screen shares that I'm going to show you. I'm going to start with the latest and greatest fun little tool that I've discovered thanks to Stephanie Liu, who is also a world famous live streamer. She shows me all the cool tricks and tips, and I'm going to pass it on to you. So we're going to talk about, actually, I'm just going to rattle off the things that we're going to talk about so you know if you want to stick around for the rest of it. But I'm going to walk you through Dscript, which is a tool that can help you repurpose your live videos. So you can take your videos, repurpose little snippets, get captions over top, get transcripts. There's a lot you can do. This is the brand new tool that I just downloaded. I officially downloaded it today to play with it, and I've got some clips to play with. And then I'm also going to be walking us through Otter Ai, which is another tool that I'm using for transcription, and I automatically transcribe my Zoom calls, for example. And then I can show you how you can use that to be creating captions. Then we're going to be looking at Rev Com, which is sort of more tried, tested, and true, been around for a long time, extra reliable, super quick on the captions if you expedite them. So I'm going to show you that tool as well. Then we're going to talk about Quick and quick.io, and that's another tool for having videos with captions burned onto the top, and you can customize the fonts and colors and all sorts of things. So I'm basically going to be walking through a range of those tools. Then we're also going to be talking about conversion.ai. And conversion.ai is using artificial intelligence to basically write scripts for you. So all of these little pieces are tools that different live streamers or video creators or video ad creators have been using to help do some of the heavy lifting of the work and help repurpose some of that content. And then Keith is in the house. Hi, Keith. Keith's saying don't like timers either. If my staff uses them, I trim them off later. Also, a really cool thing that you can do when you're doing live videos. As soon as the live, on Facebook, not sure about all the rest of the platforms, but on Facebook, that's one of the things that you can do is after you go live and the live video ends, you can actually go back in and trim out the beginning of a live video. So it advances and starts a little bit deeper in. And video gone blunt. And then John is saying, I can do all the transcription with the software connected to Restream. Tell me more. Tell me everything. What are you using that's connected in with Restream? I need to know, because I tell you, by next week, I will probably have signed up for it, bought it, downloaded it, have been using it, and then have everything transcripted with it. This is the one problem with loving all sorts of little tech and gadgets and software, is that the squirrel factor is huge. So the amount of tools, I mean, if I had an endless amount of budget, I would sign up for everything and test everything and be playing with everything. But I've gotten better lately. I've kind of scaled back, and I'll do free trials and I'll test things out. But instead of having all these softwares that I've signed up for, I'm getting a little better at scaling back. But this one I'm about to show you here, I just had to go for it. All right, so this is Dscript. Cool thing about this is this is downloaded. This is a desktop software. I went to dscript.com, checked it out, and downloaded it. Didn't take me. Oh, thank you very much, Sharda, for correcting me. Can I do all the transcription with the software connected to Restream? I will find out for you because I've got access to the whole Restream community of influencers. I will be asking all of them what they are using in conjunction with their Restream. But the stuff I'm about to show you, you can use in the sense that in this example that I'm showing you, this is a little video clip. This was downloaded from yesterday's live video that I did, and I did this with Restream. And then if you are in Restream Studio like I am right now, when I finish this video, you can download your video after, and then you can plug it into any of these tools. And yeah, and he's saying, can I do these transcriptions when streaming on Wirecast to Restream? As long as you're saving your source file somewhere, then all of these things would work. This is really good. I love the teamwork going on in the background here. And Justin was saying the video went blurry for over 1 second, then reset, good to go. Yeah, it's depending on what platform you're on. And my computer occasionally does a little bit of acrobatics in the background. So forgive me if the video quality does a little in and out. But bear with me. Let's dig in. So Dscript, what I did is I took yesterday's live video and let me show it to you. So I'm going to share a different screen. Let's go over and share. Let's go share this screen over here. And I'm going to jump into my Facebook tab right there. So as I scroll down, this video was done 20 hours ago. So this is a live video. This is the What in the Ads is Going On show. And we were geeking out on how to dig into an ad account and analyze your ad account. What I'm looking for when I first touch somebody's ad account to figure out the lay of the land. That's a walkthrough on that. But this video in itself, I know it's really hard to see here, but that's 45 minutes long. So what I did is when this video was done, I have a copy that's saved to my hard drive. So I took that and I uploaded it into Dscript. And then from there, I was able to take a small snippet of video. This one's basically, it's under a minute. So I was able to go in, clip out under a minute. These captions are Facebook's auto captioning. That's just going to happen. And these captions up here were added in with Dscript. So these are burned onto the video file, and you can change the colors, the placement, all sorts of things like that. So let's go take a look at how that works. I'll stop that share, and then I'll go back and share Dscript. And in the meantime, comments, love downloading assets after the stream. I use the audio for podcasts. That is another feature, a really awesome feature that you can do here in Restream. So when you are finished your broadcast, you can download the video file or you can download the audio file and you can repurpose that for a podcast. Huge respect that you've got that system going. It's amazing. There's so much you can do with video, audio, content repurposing. So let's jump back over into Dscript here. And again, this is snippets, Dscript, allow. This is brand new. I just got my hands in it yesterday. Or sorry, my hands were in it a couple days ago with Stephanie, but downloaded it today. And within the hour before the show, I was able to go in, upload a file, and then from that file, I was able to add captions on here. And you can take these captions and you can move them around. You can change the color. So let's go. It's my pink color. I can add a background color. Let's throw black on there. And then you can see the different snippets as it goes. That's going to tighten up your budget. It's going to be hard to run this at the same time as I'm running live video, so I don't want to slow everything down. But you can add effects, fancy captions. It's transcripted, and you can basically take little snippets of your video and burn these captions on top. So it's incredibly incredibly easy for repurposing. I'm going to stop sharing on that, and I'm going to go back into sharing on my Facebook page and show you another one that was done with that. It's one of the fastest, easiest ones that I've seen for being able to quickly go in and just grab a chunk of video, have it transcripted, get the captions, put the captions on, and repurpose that little piece of content. So let me show you another one that was done with Dscript. Share screen. And let's go back over here to Facebook. Yep. Okay, and if I scroll down a little ways, this is another one that was done. So I'm going to pull that up if it will let me. That's a great question. Okay, let's hypothetically. So I've got that. I've just turned the audio off on that. But same thing. It's just a little clip, a little snippet taken from Dscript, or is taken from a live video and captioned with Dscript. So that's one of them. So that's a cool tool. And what I like about this tool, I'm going to stop share, pull me back up here. Hi. One of the things I'm liking about it is that that's different about the other tools I'm about to show you is that this is a desktop application. So it's processing the files right from your computer, and it doesn't have quite the same amount of upload download time as some of these other tools. So I've just started playing with it. If you really want to know a lot about it, I know that Kelly Noble Marabella, the bot queen from Baby Got Bot, she has a lot of content on that. I know Stephanie Liu has a lot of content on Dscript, and I'm sure I'm going to have a lot more on it the more I dig into it. But I couldn't do this segment, this show, without talking about that one. All right, let's take a look at a few more. So, and again, as I'm going through this, throw in the comments anything that you're using or any tools that you're using that you're inspired to share that are similar to these lines. So another one is Quick. Quick is very similar to what I just showed you in the sense that you can add in captions and you can put colors into these different captions and customize it. So for example, let's see if this one is ready to go. And I think we might have a dog barking at some point here. We have somebody in the backyard and the dog hasn't even noticed yet. He's sleeping. So we'll see what happens. So this is an example. And we can burn these captions onto the video. So we have different options that you can do in here. I can edit these captions. I can change the color of them. So let's go there. Oops. Enter. There we go. And there's different options that you have. There's a ton. Oh, you're probably not seeing these drop-down menus. There are a ton of different styles that and defaults that you can choose. There's another one different, and you can make your own. And then you can change the position of it where it shows, and then you can burn those captions in. Now, I'm not going to go and do that right this second because it's going to take some time for it to render. So that's another one. But let's talk about, so that's Quick. And then we have Rev.com. Rev.com is what I call the tried, tested, and true again. And I say that because it's been around for a long time and the accuracy is incredible. Incroyable. So when you upload something, so I uploaded this file less than an hour ago, and I already have the captions back. So with these captions, if I
for that example of one set,
these are not, I took this file that I already had the ones burned in for, but it's creating these captions files down here. These are created by a human. So this is not artificial intelligence. This is not, well, it's supplemented by that, but an actual human touches these files, which is wonderful. The other cool thing about using Rev on the accuracy side of things is that you can also upload a glossary as well. So if you have certain things that you're spelling, like for example, where in this video where it says through play, spelled THRUPLAY with the capitalization, that's an actual term from Facebook. So when you say the words through play and something's auto captioning, it's spelling it in the actual proper English language, which is not actually what I'm saying. So with rev.com, you can actually upload a glossary of different terms, different spelling, all sorts of things in that way. And then that will get integrated into your video. So the accuracy is way, way, way better. I'd say the accuracy on this is best in class. And then I'm just checking the comments here. John is saying, let me try to get you in MA. It's what is that we upload the recorded video on Quick or Rev.com to extract the captions. Then we customize the captions on the video. So great questions. Rev.com is just going to give you a text file or an SRT file. SRT file is the captions file that you would then take over to Facebook or to YouTube and upload it over there so that your captions would automatically show on your video. Quick and Dscript are actually burning captions in beautiful colors and different fonts, burning them into the video. So that when I have the video file, I'll pull myself back up here for a second. So that when I have the actual video file, I can just play that file and the captions are burned right onto it. Whereas transcripts, like the other captions files, which are SRT files, those are files that you download. So if I go back here and I have Rev all the way that I want it, I can make edits if I need to. I can click on download and I have all of these different styles, all of these different formats of how I could download this. What I want is an SRT file. They had a Facebook one in here, but SRT. Oops. Oh, sorry. The Facebook one's already selected. SRT, better formatted for Facebook. So that's the file type. And I can just hit download and it'll download just like a little, it looks like a little text file. And then when I go to create my video, add my video, let me go into Creator Studio. I'll pull your comment down. Great question, by the way. So let me just navigate over to Creator Studio and I'll pull it back up and I'll show you when you're in Creator Studio and you go to upload a video where you can add that SRT file, those captions. And why are we doing this? Why are we adding in all these extra steps? We're doing that because when we try to do auto captioning with YouTube or auto captioning with Facebook, the accuracy is laughable. It's embarrassing. I've had auto captioning done by Facebook for a client where it added in profanity. Super cool. That was a couple years ago. It's improved a bit since then. So I'm just navigating over to Creator Studio so that I can hypothetically show you when you're uploading a video. And I know I'm not screen sharing right this second. I'm going to go into a video and see if I can edit a video. And then I'm going to pull that back up and share that for you on screen. Let's see if this one will work. And I don't want to edit the post. I actually want to edit my video. That's all going to be the post. Let me go back. Content library. And we wait and we wait. Let's see if I can edit this guy. No, it's throwing me back in. If I edit this, it's just going to let me edit the post. It is struggling with the captions. There we go. And right now, auto-generated captions are on. So this video will have Facebook's auto-generated captions, which is what is causing, when we go back over onto the video itself, that's these captions that you're seeing right here are auto-generated. And that's what's pulling it up. If I turn that off and instead click on upload, it's going to want that SRT file. So that's where, if I need better accuracy, or for example, the other cool thing about Rev, I'm going to stop that screen share for a second, is that the other cool thing about Rev with not only the accuracy, but they add in more descriptors. Like if you have ambient music playing, they'll say music playing and they'll describe the kind of music. It really is an excellent, it's very, very excellent. Like it's just next level quality, but you're paying $1.50 a minute for it, US, and I'm Canadian. So tack on an extra 30 cents per dollar. It can add up. So if you're trying to transcript something that is an hour-long live stream, it's going to be incredibly expensive to try and go and get captions or transcript that using Rev.com. You're going to have the best accuracy. You're going to have a high-quality product, and you're going to have flexibility with how you can download those captions and upload them into different programs, but it can be very expensive. So another tool that I use in that case is Otter.ai. So let's hop in over onto that and take a look at that. So I have Otter.ai. I have this automatically connected to my Zoom account. So when I have a Zoom call and I'm recording that Zoom call, it automatically transcripts it here in Otter.ai, and I can add different speakers, change the names. It gives me a summary of the keywords that were spoken about, and I can do hours and hours and hours of transcripting in here, and it's fairly, I would say the accuracy is okay. It's good. I uploaded that exact sample video that we've been taking a look at and all these other ones. I uploaded that here, transcripted it, and if I hit play,
video view through plays 15 seconds. 1 cent. For my own app.
So you can see it's talking through the words as it's actually playing the audio. I can skip to a different part.
Your budget, make the best use of your...
And I can also search this conversation for different words. So I can search and it's going to pull out those different words. So if I have a long Zoom call that I've been doing and I want to skip to the part where we talked about the deliverables, then I can just type the word deliverables and see, okay, it'll jump me right to that section and I can replay it. I can take that. I can also take segments and I can export them here, export text. Like, check that out as an SRT file. So I can make captions in here, edit captions, export them, and then upload those with my videos if I want to. So that's talking about captions. And now let's move over to looking at, there we go, conversion.ai. So I'm going to just take a quick peek in the comments here. And then Juan Santiago, good to see you. Hello, I recognize you from over on Facebook, and saying you're from Canada, I'm from Florida. I'm definitely from Canada. I do miss spending time in the States, though. We can't travel right now with our travel restrictions. I know a lot of stuff is opening up in the States right now, but we can't even travel outside of our own health region right now. And I'm on an island, so I can't leave the island. It'll get easier. And then, oh, sorry. John is saying Otter, OTTER.ai, Otter.ai. And then, Justin, you are right. YouTube does do subtitles, and so does Facebook. But again, the accuracy can be a little bit off. And I also find if I'm trying to upload captions for clients, you might have a speaker and to be able to have the speaker's name show up there and have the speaker's name spelled correctly without having to go through and make edits all by yourself on YouTube or on Facebook, which can be a little bit time consuming depending on the type of file, how big the file is. And that's why using things like Otter.ai or using Rev.com, Rev I would put at the top of the pile as far as accuracy and how good that file is. But Rev isn't actually, I was about to say Rev doesn't give you burned in captions, but yes, they just started doing that. It's another add-on service, I believe. Haven't tried that out yet. So we're talking all about captions in this. So we've got I think it's quick.io. Yep, quick.io for burning on captions onto your video, and you can customize the colors, the placement, all sorts of things. We have Dscript for repurposing content, for getting transcript. Dscript is kind of like the one-stop shop. It can burn captions on with your colors and all sorts of, and your fonts and your placement. It can also make a full transcript for you, and it has a larger volume of hours that you can use compared to something like Rev. And it also has the ability to take longer formats of video, put them into little snippets, add those captions on, and give you a file right there that you can download. So that's another one. And then let's talk about, so we talked about Otter.ai. Let's talk about conversion.ai. So, and we've got Camtasia. It's nice to see you. Hello, thanks for jumping in and being here. So now let's talk about conversion.ai and what it is. So conversion.ai is using artificial intelligence. They've given their AI a little name. His name is Jarvis. And Jarvis will basically write anything you want, from blog posts to Facebook headlines to titles to Amazon product descriptions. Jarvis is very flexible, and Jarvis will write a lot for you using the power of artificial intelligence to scrape the web. You just have to give a few prompts, and then Jarvis will go look around the web and pull in full sentences and information for you that is not plagiarized. So let's go and take a quick look at that. So hopping over here. All right, so this is an example of, you can see on the left-hand side here, we have all these different choices, and I know my screen might be a little bit cut off there for you to see. Let's see if I can just go back home, conversion.ai. Log in. I just want to get to that home screen so you can kind of get an overview. There we go. So here's an overview of the different things that you can get Jarvis to write for you. So you can have, these are marketing frameworks for, problem, agitate, solution. This one is attention, interest, desire, action. You can have blog post topics, explain it to a child, take something more complex and break it down to make it super simple. Google Ads headline and description, Facebook Ads headline and description, sentence expander, and on and on. And you also have long form text that you can write if you upgrade to a higher tier. I'm not at that higher tier. I am, oh, look at, we now have real estate, residential. This is awesome. There are all of these different Quora answers, text summarizer. So let's take a little breeze across one of these. If I click into this one, I've already got an example. So if I type in the company or the product name, let's hypothetically say Humane Society of Victoria. And then product description, what are we trying to talk about here? And then I just put in 3 bullet points. So donations are welcome, adopt your furry friend, open on weekends, and then you can add in a tone of voice. And in this case, I said, let's make it very engaged. So I just hit generate AI. And then we wait for a little bit. I love Justin's comment, Ask Jeeves from back in the 90s. I kind of miss Ask Jeeves. All right, and let's see. Wait for it. There it is. So it's given us 3 versions here. So on the right-hand side, you can see we've got 3 versions, attention, interest, desire. So, and it brings in full sentences. And I like how it's just making this up here, saying, we're open on weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you're looking for your new furry friend, we have plenty of dogs and cats waiting to meet you. All adoptions include spay, neuter, surgery, vaccinations, microchip, ID implantation, and 30 days free pet insurance. I didn't write any of that. I just plugged in 3 bullet points. Jarvis wrote all of that. And Jarvis wrote 3 different versions of this. So I can take this information and I can go in here and I can copy out what I want, I can copy it, I can edit it, all sorts of things. So it's a really, really great tool. Now, my only hesitation on this tool so far, and Justin saying he still pops up for 2021. Ask Jeeves. I feel like if you know what Ask Jeeves is, does that make us old? So in conversion.ai, let's go back. There we go. The only reason that I'm not shouting this one from the rooftops yet, I know a lot of people have been using it, but I've been using it personally for trying to write Facebook ad headlines and Facebook primary text. And I've also been working with some other people who have been using conversion.ai to write landing page copy, all sorts of pieces. So I've been watching it. It's catching on like wildfire. I mean, everybody who I know is now using it. And I was really excited about it at first. But now that I'm in it and I'm using it, for someone like myself, where I'm writing ad copy for Facebook, it's not necessarily catching the compliance factor. So to put in your text and then it'll spit out text for you, that's really great for an ad. But when you take that and you try and upload it into Facebook ads, your ad might be getting rejected for making false claims, or rejected for discrimination, or there's all sorts of ways that those ads can be getting rejected. So it's not just use this tool and it's going to be perfect and great. You still have to have a little bit of experience that you're putting on top of it. And it's not a copywriter, it's just AI, but it's pretty darn good. So I know a lot of video creators are using this to be able to write their headlines. I'm going to pull that down. They're using that to be able to write their headlines, to make more catchy headlines for their live shows or their videos. And that has actually been working quite well, as well as video descriptions. So that might be a handy tool if you're looking for inspiration, especially if you're creating videos for YouTube where the text, the importance of the text far exceeds Facebook. So your headline, your text, everything that you're putting in, building it for being basically SEO friendly is extremely important. So sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you spend all this time creating the content and then trying to come up with how to copyright for it, how to give it a good title. It's kind of hard. So that's where something like conversion.ai is really handy, because that can be some inspiration to help do a little bit of the heavy lifting at coming up with copy, but then you can still tweak it on top of that. And what else have I got for you? Oh, yeah, the other cool thing I've got to show you. So we've just talked about captions tools, about creating captions, like caption SRT files. We've talked about burning captions onto videos and creating little video snippets for repurposing. And we've talked about automation, so using artificial intelligence to help you with your copywriting. And now let's talk about, last but not least, I've got two things I want to show you. One that I can show you because it's here on my desktop. The other one I'll talk about, which is for creating video. So using for video creation. One that I use is Camtasia. I'm a big fan of Camtasia because I haven't taken the time to learn the Adobe suite of video creation tools. I really should. I have the entire Adobe suite. I know Photoshop, I know InDesign, I know Illustrator. I just haven't even bothered to touch their video tools because I feel like it's a rabbit hole that when I go down there, I'll go deep and I'll be lost for like 3 weeks, and then I'll pop out the other side being like a master video editor. I'm like, that is not my job. My job is to create content related to Facebook ads, video marketing. I got to just like stay focused. So I use other tools like Camtasia for quick and easy video editing. So I've got that pulled up here for you and I'll show you. And the other tool I'm going to talk about is an app on my phone for slicing video together that I really like. It's called Video Leap by Enlight. Video Leap. So if you're using Camtasia, yeah, I'll throw that into the comments here. John is asking, please spell Camtasia. And you're going to see it here. So it is there, Camtasia, like that. And the other one is Video Leap, which is an app. And I just put that into the comments there, so I can pull that up. It's an app. And the reason that I like the app is because it allows me to edit video in a vertical format on my phone. It allows me to be able to slice clips together right from my phone without having to transfer all of those video files onto my desktop or onto my computer and then do editing there. I can just do it all from my device, which is very nice, but it's got more robust features. Yes, it's a paid app, but out of all the apps I've tried for video editing, it's been around for a long time and it has been excellent. So that's on the app side. But let me show you Camtasia. Yeah. All right. Then I've got a fun little file pulled up for you, of course. So share screen. I'm going to share. And I love that Restream has all of these features to allow me to do this. I think it's going to be, yes, this is the one. All right. Here's Camtasia. So again, this is a desktop application. You have to download it. You have to purchase it. There is a fee for it. And download it onto your computer, and then you can do simple video editing. So I have a little video clip, little file right down here. You see me dragging it around. And then I can expand that out a little bit. And yes, I'm a pizza. I am a pizza. This is, I don't know why I'm showing you this. But the reason, okay, so what this is I was recording a little bit of a snippet. So I'm presenting for a pizza summit. I'm talking about messenger marketing chatbots, and that's a presentation that's going for a pizza summit happening. I think it's next week. And so what I did is I went into Ecamm, and then I used Snapcam with Ecamm to record this little clip. So I've got Ecamm is what I'm using to have like my overlays and my background and everything. And then Snapcam is what is allowing me to be a pizza in there. And Snapcam, again, is a desktop application. You know, it's a Snapchat tool, but it's the desktop version that you can download, and you can use it as a virtual cam. So you can pretty much turn yourself into anything. And of course, if I'm talking about a pizza summit, why not introduce myself and turn myself into a pizza? But then using a tool like Camtasia, using a tool like I love the obvious nature of this. Yes. Yes, it is. So what I like about this is that I get some more advanced editing tools. Like for example, let's split this one at the playhead here and say I want to add a transition in here. So I have different transitions. I'm a big fan of this glow transition right now. So you can just
sell more pizza.
I can, let's ripple delete that. And let's, I don't know, let's cut out a section here. And you can't see my right clicking in the menus, but you can see me moving some stuff around. Let's try a different transition. Let's go whip spin. You guys see this transition in my video opener.
Messenger marketing day for you.
So it's great. You can add text on top of it. You can edit that text, all sorts of cool things. This is my text. But I find that it gives you a little bit more control compared to some of the other video editors. Let's make this fill. And let's make that white. There's all sorts of things that you can do with that. You also have audio effects in here to be able to fade audio out, fade audio in. You have animations. Ooh, and text. So let's add a behavior onto that text. Let's use the explode. See how that goes.
Your pizza industry business. So
maybe not the best. Let's go drifting.
Your pizza industry business. So why don't we dive in, Jill?
Yeah. So it's video editing. It's a fairly simple, basic video editor. And I like it because it has everything I need in it. Plus it has access to a whole library of, pull myself back up here, has access to a whole other library of audio, video clips, different animations, different transitions, all sorts of things. The audio library is really handy for sound effects, for different music. I like that it's kind of like a one-stop shop and it's all built in. And it's fairly affordable in the grand scheme of things, but it's definitely a step up from some of the free tools. And last but not least, I am going to show you one more before we wrap this up here. And that is Invideo. So if we're looking for something that is not, that you don't have to download onto your desktop, that you can edit in browser, and looking for something that doesn't cost an arm and a leg, then Invideo is another one that you're going to want to check out. And I've got that almost ready to share for you here. And let's go share. And here we go. Invideo. So Invideo.io is another one. And I'll type that in .io. So I just type that into the comments and I'll pull that up there. That's what this one is. So the cool thing about this one is it's browser based, so you don't have to download anything, and it is the equivalent of about $10 a month, which is peanuts. That's nothing. And in here, you can choose templates that are, wide format, square format, vertical format. You can also take a video and you can repurpose it into those different formats. So you can find templates that you can use on all. They have so many templates in here. It's mind-boggling the amount of templates that they have. They also have a whole calendar in here of different templates for different days that you could celebrate with social media. We have different logos and transitions. There's all sorts of things in here, but the cool thing about Invideo is that they have a video library. So all of these clips that you're seeing here, that's obviously a static clip. Here's this person. Wait for it to load. So that video clip, that's going to be stock video. This is also stock video. They have an entire stock video library. And let me put this in context for you. Pull this down and put my face back up on screen here. Let me put this in context for you. I have a subscription to Adobe Stock Images, and I I use that for my clients for creating ads with. But they also have video in their stock library. For me to download, say I need a 5-second clip from Adobe, I'm paying about $99 for a tiny little snippet of stock video. And if I want to create a more robust one that has, say, 5 different transitions of video, that's $500 that I'm paying for the rights to use those stock video clips. Invideo has an entire stock video clip library that is quite robust. It's good. It's really good. But you're only paying about $10 a month, and you can use that library and you can build all sorts of videos on there where you don't have to have video of yourself. You can just create videos right there without having to have any video footage, but you can leverage their stock library at a literally fraction of the price compared to trying to DIY it yourself using other tools. So that's one of the perks. The downside to using Invideo is that when you go to edit those templates and create, the in-browser video editor is a little more complicated to learn right out of the gate. So there's a small learning curve with it. Once you learn how it works, it's good. It's a little bit quirky. I've had times where I'm working on a project and everything just kind of stops responding the way you want it to, and it's frustrating because it's built into a browser. So it's not like you can just close the program and reboot it and everything's fine. It's like refresh your browser, see if it's saved, see where you're at. That part has been a little bit frustrating, but overall, for the cost and for what you're getting, it's amazing. So everything that we looked at today, between conversion.ai for writing scripts and headlines for you, from Otter.ai for getting longer form transcripts that aren't costing you an arm and a leg, to Rev.com that is a little more expensive but gives you 95% accuracy on transcripts, to quick.io for burning in beautiful captions right onto your video, to Dscript being sort of that one-stop shop for being able to create little video snippets, burning captions on, getting transcripts. It pretty much does everything, almost everything. And then looking at things like Camtasia for editing your videos, Video Leap on mobile for editing videos, and Invideo.io for in-browser editing, for creating video leveraging a whole bunch of templates. So that's kind of just a little bit of spread of some of the tools that are in a video marketer's tackle box to help you take your content and enhance that content, repurpose that content, and make the most out of that content. So in the end, if you're catching this live right now, or if you're watching this on the replay, I would love to hear more about the different tools that you are using. And this is where I feel like we're more part of a community. So if you're a video editor, a video creator, a video marketer, we're plugged into a whole community of people who just want to share knowledge, want to share tips and tricks, want to share different tools. And there's lots of tools on the market. As you can see, I just showed you a whole bunch that a lot of them do the same thing. But depending on your preferences, what you need it for, and what budget you have to work with, some of them might work better for you. Some of them might not be the right fit for you. And this is just literally scratching the surface and all the cool, fun tools that you could be going down the rabbit hole of using to help enhance your content. So the whole purpose here is just to give you a little peek behind. A lot of people are talking about these tools, but I just wanted to show you in behind the scenes and what they look like when we actually dive in. So I'd love to know more about what you are using. And last little plug here before I head off. Well, two things. Number one, we got to give a giant, huge shout out to Restream for sponsoring this show. If you want to try this, everything that you're seeing here is done inside Restream Studio. So the backgrounds, the overlays, the logo, the captions, everything I'm pulling up, this is built right inside Restream's Studio. So we can't talk about all these other video editing tools without talking about Restream and how easy it is to produce your own live show, make it look beautiful, have fun while doing it, and have a separate video file and audio file that you can download after the fact to then go and use in all of these different tools. So if you haven't had the chance to download Restream or go into Restream, check it out, because it is browser based. So you don't need to download anything on your computer. It's all right here, which is amazing. So go to thedigitalgal.com/Restream to get yourself signed up. Go and check it out for sure. Last but not least, you should consider heading over to swiftkickintheads.com. Let's see if it'll focus on this. Focus, not focusing. There we go. swiftkickingtheads.com. And we're entering into week 4 of the 4-week Facebook ads bootcamp for this run in May. It reboots again in August, but next week, we're going to be on our 4th and final week of this run, and we're going to be talking all about how to report and optimize your Facebook ads. So it's one thing to create ads. It's one thing to understand your audiences and targeting. It's another thing to understand your budget and your strategy. Those are the first 3 weeks that we cover off. But the 4th week, we're diving into understanding how to read your ads manager reports, how to create your own reports, and how to understand the context of what's happening with the information in there. So if Facebook says you have lots of results, cool. It might be saying, great, you got 100 clicks on your ad. Awesome. And then you go, okay, is that good? Is that bad? How do I know? But once we start adding context to it and digging in deeper through the reporting, then we start to understand that, hey, those 100 clicks were actually only getting about 75 people to your website. So not all 100 clicks got people to your website. And of the people that went to your website, most of them bounced right off immediately. And we're only spending an average of 3 seconds of time on page compared to your other organic traffic that is spending an average of over a minute of time per page. So adding context to the quality of the results that you're getting from your ads is going to help you make better decisions. That's what we're covering off next week in the 4th week of the 4-week Facebook Ads Bootcamp. How do you get in the bootcamp? You become a member of Swift Kicking the Ads. It's only $49 a month. You can cancel literally at any time. Once you get into the bootcamp, though, which comes with the membership, and if you leave the membership, I never kick you out of the bootcamp. You can just stay there. Just stay in the bootcamp. Just keep learning Facebook ads with me. And I rerun it 4 times a year because Facebook changes so much. Facebook is constantly changing, as we all know. So in order to keep everybody current, I rerun that bootcamp 4 times a year. And every run has been different. Every single time I've done a run of this bootcamp, and I've been running it for over 2.5 years, there's changes in every single run to help keep people current. So get in there, come geek out with me, come hang out, come learn Facebook ads from the ground up, and come join the membership where we have a lot of fun over there. So head over to swiftkickingtheads.com. All right. That's enough of me yapping at you today and having fun talking about all the different video tools that you could be using in addition to just simply creating video and being a video creator. With that, I'm going to part here. I'm going to exit with my outro, and I'm hoping that I can see you here again next week, same time, same place. Just checking the comments there, and Justin is saying Filmora video editor is what he uses. Filmora, I've heard of that as well. Also reputable. And I'd love to know how it goes for you. All right, guys and gals and everybody, thank you so much. I will see you again, same time, same place next week. I am Amanda Robinson. I am the Digital Gal, and this is the Video Marketing Show sponsored by Restream.